Hi everyone, I'm Lekoloka and I'm your co-supervisor here on TikTok, and in today's video, we are looking into the background of the study. Right, so for the purpose of this video, I want you to picture the background of a study as a 5-paragraph structure. Right, and within this 5-paragraph structure, paragraph number 1, you're looking into, or rather, you are giving us general information on the concept, phenomena, or the topic that you are studying. Paragraph number 2, you are highlighting the specific problem. Paragraph number 3, you are highlighting the existing literature. And I say highlighting because you're not going to delve deep into the literature, but you're just going to highlight because you have a whole paragraph that is sitting specifically for literature review. Paragraph number 4, you then do what? You find the gaps in the literature. And paragraph number 5, that is when you tell us the purpose of your study, or where does your study then fit into what you have already told us, right? So now let's look into making the background of a study more practical. For example, when you go to a doctor because you've been feeling like a bit of a back pain, right? The doctor won't just bombard you with pills just because you told them that you're feeling pain. What they will do, they'll ask you a series of questions. Those series of questions, they are meant to do what? To give the doctor a bit of a background with regards to your problem. Another example that I will give is, say for example, you're breaking up with your significant other, right? Or you've already broken up with them and you're narrating the story to your friend. You're not just going to say, oh, we broke up. That's not how it's going to work. But what you're going to do, you're going to give your friend context, right? To say, oh, my friend, when we started cohabitating, we then got too comfortable with each other. And yeah, things were no longer the same. And then he went out and started to cheat. And that is what led to our breakup. That is the background, right? Which now leads to the what? Leads or has led to the problem. Right, so now let's be more specific, or now let's give this a more research focused lens. Say for example, your research is on AI in psychiatric hospitals, right? So the first thing that you're going to do, remember, you don't assume that we know what AI is, or you don't assume that the reader knows what AI is. The first thing that you're going to do, you're going to give general information on that particular phenomena, which in this case is what? It's AI. You're going to define AI. What is AI within the global sense? What is AI within the health sciences sense, right? How do they then use AI within psychiatric hospitals? That is like general information. And the second thing that you're going to do, now you give us a specific problem. Maybe there is an ethical issue with relates to AI. Maybe people who are mentally or who have mental disorder, maybe they don't have the capacity to consent to certain things, or the use of AI. Maybe that is the ethical issue. That is a specific problem that you have now come up with. Then you write a paragraph with regards to that. Number 2, then you're going to give us existing literature. What is existing literature in terms of AI being used in hospitals or within the health science sector, right? And then another thing, you're going to then give us, or rather critique that literature that you have already spoken about, right? Tell us the gaps. What are the gaps? After you have highlighted the gaps, what you will then do is that you will then give us the purpose of your research. Where do you then come in? What are we going to get from your research? That is how you approach background of a study. I hope everybody understood. I hope, in Jesus' name. So thank you very much, and bye.